Good evening, everyone, and thank you for tuning in to the Conroe ISD Woodforest Stadium stream here on YouTube. I'm Jackson Cochran. I'm going to be your voice for tonight's Week 3 district matchup between your Oak Ridge War Eagles, who are hosting the Cleveland Indians, and we are coming to you live here at Woodforest Bank Stadium in the beautiful Shenandoah, Texas. The War Eagles, they are coming off of a consecutive loss against Stratford last Thursday, and the team is eyeing for their first win of the season. And no better fitting night to win is going to be on senior night. That being said, non-district play has come and gone, and now is where the real fun begins, because district play is beginning tonight, and it's anyone's season. All teams are 0-0. Just want to give you a little bit of background coming into tonight's matchup. Obviously, the War Eagles lost to Stratford last week, but they are still leading the district in total yardage. They have rushed for 516 yards, a lot of that being led by senior running back Justin Hayes, and then their split quarterback room being from Drayton Urbe and Travis Coleman. They have passed for a combined 498 yards. So we know that Oak Ridge has been able to have a nice balanced offense. Unfortunately, they've just been trailing in games late, but no better night to get a W than here. Senior night at the bank. And the Oak Ridge War Eagles are making their way out of the locker room right now. I do see that they are in their all-red jerseys. They're about to come through the inflatable to get underway. I know that the band just played their school song just a few moments ago, sounding great. Can't wait to see their halftime show later in the evening. And it's a nice, bearable day here over at Woodforest Bank Stadium. Obviously, clear skies ahead. But I know we've had a lot of unpredictable weather over the last couple weeks, but it is still feeling more like that early fall football weather. The humidity has been dropping. Yes, the humidity has been dropping, and we are looking right now at about, well, forgive me, needing the trusty weather app to let you know what it probably feels like down there on the field. I noted that it is 83 right now, but down on the field, it's probably feeling in maybe the low 90s at the moment. But that's what a lot of the summer practices, those 2-a-days, just making sure that you are well conditioned and prepared. As the sun is going to start to set not too long from now, we are going to see a nice cooler atmosphere for these War Eagles as they are looking to get their first win of the season here at Woodforest Bank Stadium. And I know that I did see that the Cleveland Indians were going to be wearing their away white jerseys with the red pants, so you're going to see a lot of red and white on the field tonight. But don't worry, your Oak Ridge War Eagles, they are donning the all reds. Now, I know we were mentioning a few of your key offensive players.
How do we speed recovery for our patients? At Houston Methodist, we're improving surgical accuracy by mapping each patient's unique brain anatomy.
We're also using advanced visualization technology for heart patients, allowing us to see better and heal you faster.
That's the difference between practicing medicine and leading it. Houston Methodist, leading medicine.
Woodforest National Bank, where convenience meets community. With over 30 branch locations in and around Montgomery County, we're always close by to help you with your banking needs. But we're more than just a bank. We're proud supporters of our local community, dedicated to making Montgomery County a better place to live and work. Experience the difference at Woodforest National Bank. Convenient, caring, and committed to you.
Since 1965, the team at Buckaloo Chevrolet has been working hard to deliver a better car buying experience to every customer. If you're looking for a better selection and a better car buying experience, head to Buckaloo Chevrolet. We promise no hassle, no haggle buying, and we never add things to our price you don't ask for. The price you see is the price you pay at Buckaloo Chevrolet on I-45 in Conroe, or shop BuckalooChevrolet.com. Together, let's drive. And remember,
it's a better buy at Buckaloo.
Our orthopedic care is shaped around you. And you. And you. Because customizing treatments and using breakthrough techniques is how your comeback starts. Like 3D printing for ultra-precise joint replacements and providing the same specialty care as we do for the Houston Rockets. So you return sooner, stronger, better. This is orthopedic care designed for you. Memorial Hermann, advancing health, personalizing care.
Shopping for a new or used vehicle? Or just looking for a place for good, reliable service? Go with the name you know. Gullo Ford, Gullo Mazda, and Gullo Toyota. The Gullo family has been serving the Conroe Woodlands area since 1970. So the next time you're shopping for a new or used vehicle or just need service, do yourself a favor and go see Gullo Toyota, Gullo Mazda, and Gullo Ford. Or log on anytime at GulloAuto.com. Gullo, let's drive.
Thank you to our sponsors that are keeping us able to bring you this content here on our Conroe ISD Woodforest Bank Stadium stream channel. And while I'm talking about the Woodforest Stadium YouTube channel, if you have not done so, there is a little button that is shaped like a pill. If you click that, it'll let you subscribe to our channel. And to the left of it, there's that little bell. If you click that as well, it'll let you know that anytime we're going to come live, whenever it's your Oak Ridge War Eagles playing here at Woodforest Bank Stadium. Now, I do see that the Cleveland Indians have made it out of their locker room and are running onto the field now. And your War Eagles are going to come out of their inflatable just shortly. I wanted to discuss a few other key players because I know that it is all about senior night here for Oak Ridge. And there are 27 seniors that are on this squad that this will be, if they don't make it to the next level, could be potentially their last time playing high school football. And it's bittersweet. That's why every single senior night is so special, especially for all those players that have been going through the motions, making sure that they're playing their best, training their hardest, and getting to support their alma mater as your War Eagles are about to run out onto the field. So these 27 seniors tonight, this is for them. This is for them to get their first W of the season and to make sure that they go into this weekend with their heads held high as they start to run out onto the field to get ready for this night for them. Specific seniors like Phoenix Aguilar, number 2, who is one of the top receivers and return guys for Oak Ridge. And I know I've said his name earlier, but Justin Hayes running out of the backfield. Number 21, he is another senior for your War Eagles. The running back who has been running up and down, sideline to sideline, who is a good power back, who is also elusive for these War Eagles. Then you have Sam Slayton, number 12, the linebacker. Number 42, I apologize. Number 42, your senior, one of your team captains that is going to be coming out to midfield shortly for the kickoff entitlement and coin toss. These are some of your key players here on senior night that are looking to get a great victory, and I will be muting myself out of respect for the band as we're about to have the national anthem play for you.
Tonight's colors are being presented by Oak Ridge High School Air Force Junior ROTC Team War Eagles Color Guard. Members of the left color guard team are American flag and Commander Cadet Geary, Texas flag Cadet Nance, right guard Cadet Morehouse, left guard
Thank you to the Oak Ridge Band and the Oak Ridge ROTC for that lovely rendition of the national anthem. Now, the referees and umpires are making their way to midfield, just at the logo of the Conroe ISD Apple and C, and then we will see the captains of both squads start to head to midfield for the coin toss. Two team captains for tonight are number 42, Sam Slanton, and number 15, quarterback Drayton Urbe for your Oak Ridge War Eagles. Then on the Cleveland side, you have number 1, Desmond Woods, number 2, quarterback Dominique Gilkey, number 68, Diego Martinez, and number 74, Jacory Voss. There's a lot of red on that field tonight. So Cleveland has won the toss, and they have elected to receive, which means your War Eagles are going to receive in the second half, and the War Eagles are going to defend the north end zone. We are just moments away from district play to start here at Woodforest Bank Stadium tonight, Thursday night, where it's nice clear skies and good football weather that is right in front of us. It says it feels about 84 here at Woodforest Bank Stadium and probably a couple degrees warmer on that turf, but there is some nice shade for these players tonight. As number 81, Marcus Erstad, senior for senior night, teeing it up. He's going to kick from the right hash mark going towards the south end zone. As Cleveland lines up. Looks like Glendon Bartlett is back deep. Actually, no, that is number 9, Randall Jones. Erstad ready to kick it off. It is a nice pooch kick that is high, might go out of bounds. It looks like it will be going out of bounds, and that'll be your first penalty of the game to start us off. So Cleveland will be starting their first drive of the night from the 30-yard line. Oak Ridge playing in a 4-3 style defense. 2 defensive tackles, 2 defensive ends, 3 middle, 3 linebackers, and 4 defensive backs. So Oak Ridge with a 4 down lineman. Cleveland gets the snap. It's going to be a handoff up the middle, and it's brought down by the War Eagles. Short gain, number 17, Jaden Candy was in on that tackle. So number 2, Dominique Gilkey, the junior quarterback for Cleveland, is going to be taking a lot of snaps out of the gun. We see that they are going with a pistol-style offense in this first series. As Oak Ridge with the 4 down lineman almost got some movement. It's going to be another handoff just in between the tackles, and they are stopped short at the line of scrimmage by the War Eagles. That is going to bring up 3rd down. Cleveland has been very unsuccessful this season. They've only been able to score 10 points on offense. They're one of the lower teams in our district that have had trouble getting downfield and finding the end zone. So it's a 3rd and 10 here. Oak Ridge looking to bring on the 3 and out. Gilkey with the snap. It's going to be a play action. Southpaw quarterback throws it down the middle of the field, and it is intercepted. That is number 7. Dylan Chapman, the senior defensive back, picking it off early here for the War Eagles. Oak Ridge is going to have excellent field position at midfield. They are in their own territory, but just 51 yards to make it to the end zone as you see the offense line up. Cleveland having 4 down linemen. Urbe in the gun as he hands it off to number 21, Justin Hayes. As he turns the corner, he gets himself 10 yards, maybe even more, as he goes out of bounds. That is a 13-yard run from the senior. You're going to see a lot of plays go through number 21's hands tonight, as the War Eagles are now in Cleveland territory. Ball on the 38. Just 10:36 remaining here in the first quarter. Fresh set of downs for the War Eagles as a delayed handoff up the middle. Spin move by Hayes as he's going to the sideline, near sideline, and as he goes out of bounds, it is at the 25. They're going to say he went out at the 26, so it's another first down as Oak Ridge moves the sticks. Just great vision and little spin move right there by Hayes to get the first down. So ball's at the 26, almost in the red zone for the War Eagles. As another handoff, looks like it's going to be another handoff to Hayes, and he finds a wide open hole as he continues to dance, and he's pushing one defensive player from Cleveland out of bounds. So it's now going to be another first down, another big gain from Hayes. 3 runs, 3 first downs, all from Hayes. So ball on the 5-yard line. It's first and goal. As it's all been Justin Hayes this drive. Urbe with the direct snap. Turns the corner. Finds the end zone. And Oak Ridge gets on the board first with a 5-yard touchdown run from Drayton Urbe. Oak Ridge bringing their special teams unit, field goal unit, for the extra point. Good snap as he splits the uprights. Erstad adds 1 to it, so it's now Oak Ridge 7, Cleveland 0, following the 5-yard touchdown run by Drayton Urbe as Oak Ridge strikes first with just 10:15 remaining in the first quarter at Woodforest Bank Stadium. As the ROTC runs across the field, I think we're going to see him get a couple push-ups in the end zone, in the north end zone. So that's 7 push-ups for the ROTC. If the Oak Ridge War Eagle offense is able to get the ball down the field that easy, you're going to see a lot of push-ups tonight from the ROTC. Last time Oak Ridge did kick it off, they did kick it out of bounds, and that was the first penalty of the game. Erstad does favor that right hash mark. And he decides to kick from the middle in between the hash marks. As he's making me look a little foolish, he might kick it deep into the end zone. Erstad tees it off. It's going back deep as it's going to be declined. So Randall Jones did not decide to go with it. It's going to be a touchback for Cleveland as they come out for their second drive of the night. So Cleveland was just 3 plays throws the interception on third down. 0 yards of the night at the moment for Cleveland as this offense makes their way back on the field as they line up. So the left-hand quarterback, Dominique Gilkey, in the pistol. It's a play-action pass. It's going to be a screen at the far side. Breaks a tackle, but that was tackled now by number 5, Barian Banks, the senior linebacker, who's your drop linebacker. Saves the first down for the first completion of the night in the air from Cleveland. Second and 3 for Cleveland as they come out of the huddle. They're lining up with 3 wide receivers. 2 far side, 1 near. Receiver goes in motion. Looks like we're going to have a penalty. Looks like that was on number 95, Tylen Hughes, who was jumping off sides. Maybe there was also motion from Cleveland. Let's wait for the referee. But it looks like it was going to be offsides by Oak Ridge unless there was movement from the right tackle of Cleveland. They're going to say that penalty was on number 8, Aiden Struthers, instead. So that gives a fresh set of downs for Cleveland as they are now at their own 32. I'm sorry, at their own 37. Gilkey is lined up at the 32 in the backfield with a split back. It's another handoff. It looks like that was number 30, Jaden Gibson, on the carry. Or maybe it was Edras Hernandez. So Hernandez is back in the pistol for the running back in the pistol formation for Cleveland. Gilkey feeds it back to him. It looks to be a loss of maybe a yard. So Hernandez gets -1 on the run. It's another potential third down stop here for Oak Ridge. Last third down Cleveland had, they threw the interception from their first drive. And they were able to capitalize on the points after turnover. Oak Ridge with 4 down linemen. Gilkey drop backs a pass. He runs out of the pocket, decides to keep it just short of the first down marker. I say he got maybe 8 on that run. And with it being a 4th and short, Cleveland's probably going to keep their offense on the field. Gilkey decided to turn right, found an opening as the pocket collapsed on him. As there's 10 seconds left on the play clock, Cleveland might use their first timeout of the half. They can't just figure out what kind of play they're going to call. And that's what they do. So with 7-7 remaining here in the first quarter, ball at their own 46, Cleveland is just 1 yard shy of a first down for a 4th and 1 as they are calling a timeout. As coach Coach Schmidt, he's talking to his team right now, seeing what they can scheme up to stop Cleveland's attack into their own territory. Cleveland lining up with 3 backs in the backfield. It looks as though they are going to run with this one. Gilkey hands it off, looks to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to be a turnover on downs. Rome Bentley, number 90, the defensive lineman, the defensive end, makes a big stop to give Oak Ridge excellent field position as they will start at the Cleveland 43. Here come the War Eagles offense yet again. We saw a large quantity of handoffs over to the senior tonight, Justin Hayes. And there he is again. He's just running viciously down the sideline as he gets pushed out of bounds. Hayes' longest run of the season is 28 yards. He might snap that record tonight. It looks that he probably did with that run right there. Another handoff to Hayes. Bounces off the guard and tackle. Just gets short of the 5-yard line. They're going to say he was down maybe at the 7. It's a 7-yard run. So Hayes continuing to make yards. A lot of positive yardage tonight. So Urbe is going to get another keeper, and it's going to be his second rushing touchdown of the night as he finds the end zone with the RPO. So Urbe, 12 yards on the ground, 2 scores. As Oak Ridge is now leading 13-0 here in the first quarter. Erstad lined up. There is a penalty. Might have been some movement, but the extra point is good. That will put him at 14 pending the penalty. If it's on Cleveland, Oak Ridge is going to decline. Teams are still discussing with coach. So the illegal formation penalty was on Cleveland, but they are going to decline. And there you go. Right on the replay, we do see the Urbe score, his second touchdown of the night. And Justin Hayes has already rushed for 82 yards tonight. Oak Ridge has yet to throw the ball down the field. Every single play has been running plays. As we were just halfway through the first quarter. Erstad teeing it up on the right hash. Nice crowd here at Woodforest Bank Stadium rooting on the alma mater of Oak Ridge. And it looks like it was almost going to be recovered by Oak Ridge. They thought the bounce was going to favor Cleveland and go out of bounds yet again to give them excellent field position. Well, better field position. But now they're going to be starting this drive Looks to be maybe at the 19, waiting for the line judge. It's going to be at the 20. We've yet to see anybody from Cleveland return the ball. Third drive now for Cleveland. Lining up in the pistol with 4 wide receivers downfield. It's a screen pass. Looking for Randall Jones. Little behind him. So that'll be a 2nd and 10 after the incompletion. Gilkey leading his team to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10. It's a play action pass with the slant. And that was Jaden Perry Ellis with the reception. It's going to be now a 3rd and 4, 3rd and 3, 3rd and 4. Yeah, 3rd and 3 for Cleveland. Ball at the 27. Lining up with 4 wide receivers yet again. Hernandez went in motion. Switch sides. Gilkey throws another incomplete pass. That time he was looking for Dontrell Punch. And this is the first time we're going to get to see the punt unit, as Cleveland has a 3 and out. And senior Phoenix Aguilar is back to return. He's lining up right around the 42, the Oak Ridge 42, midfield. So that is a punt by Cleveland. Favorable bounce as it's going to go into Oak Ridge territory. And the play is finished at their own 34. Looked to be that was Eli Mendoza punting for Cleveland. He had some good hang time and a favorable bounce, as we will see Oak Ridge start the furthest back they've had tonight. The offense lines back up. Four wide receivers. Swing pass over to Aguilar, as he has a lot of space in the open field as he's trying to beat another man in the secondary. Here's the replay. Nice little swing pass in the flat. Aguilar had speed as he gets the first down. That looked to be a 55-yard reception from Aguilar, with a big first down, as they are now lined up at the Cleveland 39 or 29. And it's another. Oh, the ball comes out after the play, but it looks to be recovered. But they're going to say that he was already down. That was thrown to number 80, wide receiver Ricky Stukes. Senior's getting a touch tonight. It's going to be 2nd and 1 for the second pass of the night from Oak Ridge, as they hand it off to Mr. Hayes, as he slowly tries to move up the A gap. He gets the first down. It's going to be 1st and 10 now for Oak Ridge as they are back in the red zone. It's another handoff to Hayes as he has plenty of room. Just the vision that Hayes has, when he sees the hole, he's able to see things happening before and able to cut and get that extra yardage in the second level. As it's going to be a 2nd and 2 now for the War Eagles. Hayes lined to the right of Urbe as they feed him again as he's going to cut left. He's fighting with 2 Cleveland players on his back, tackled just short of the goal line. It is now going to be a 1st and goal at the 1. Hayes is close to the century mark now. See if they call his name to get his first touchdown of the night to add on to this War Eagle lead here in the first. And yes, they do, and he finds Peter. Touchdown, Oak Ridge. Hayes with the 1-yard run as he finds the end zone. That is Justin Hayes' 8th rushing touchdown on the year. The senior does lead the district in rushing yards and I believe rushing touchdowns. Yes, he does. So he continues to add to his lead as the extra point is good for Oak Ridge. Your top running back for this District 13-6A is Justin Hayes. Looking at the north end zone, and now the ROTC has decided to do some jumping jacks. I think their arms are going to be pretty tired by the end of the night. ROTC is waving the flags on the field. A lot of family in the stadium tonight, cheering on their home team. For those that were able to make the drive over here to Woodforest Bank Stadium. Erstad changing it up, lining it up on the left hash. Erstad just keeps me guessing where he's going to place the ball when he's kicking off. A lot of reps for the senior tonight. This will be his 4th kickoff. And he decides to kick it downfield. And number 9, Randall Jones, says no way as he lets it go through the end zone. It's going to be a touchback for Cleveland. This will be the 4th drive for Cleveland. First drive, interception. And that was senior Dylan Chapman with the interception for Oak Ridge. In the second drive, they turned the ball over. They went for it on 4th down where they got stopped behind the line of scrimmage. So it'll be a 1st and 10 in this 4th drive for Cleveland. They're trying to keep the ball on the ground, and they don't go anywhere. This front 4 for Oak Ridge, not letting anything get past them. Big boys on the line, they are just plugging up the holes, not allowing anything to get behind them. It's going to be very hard for Cleveland to get to the second level this game as they're lining up with 4 wide receivers in the pistol. Looks like we're going to have another penalty by Oak Ridge. It's going to be offsides. I think that was movement by number 8, Aiden Struthers. Well, that time it was number 5, Barry Banks. Oak Ridge was bringing a linebacker on the blitz. It looks to be that Oak Ridge is going to continue to try to bring 7. So there's a quick pass to the far side. It's going to be a completion as they're stopped at the line of scrimmage. So Barnes able to get there quick. The defensive back making plays. It's 3rd and 6 now, as we're 80 seconds left here in the first quarter. Oak Ridge leading 21-0 over Cleveland. Randall Jones goes in motion for the Indians. Gilkey, play action. Looks to get the first down and then some. It's a nice little juke move by James Cook and is finally tackled at the 44. Cleveland able to push the ball upfield now, close to midfield. They're at the 44. As they move the chains now. As they line up. Gilkey in the pistol. Looks like Edris Hernandez is in. It's going to be another free play. Gilkey's going to decide to keep it. So as the pocket collapsed, he ran out of bounds. He got maybe 2. But this is going to be offsides by the defense. So ball at the 49 for Cleveland with a 1st and 5. Cleveland still in the huddle. Play clock is now at 10. They might be calling their second timeout now after getting the free yards. That's what they do, as the play clock was at 2. So the second timeout now for Cleveland. So Coach Silva, the Cleveland head coach, trying to come up with a play. So while Cleveland has still been in the process of trying to get acclimated to this 6A style of football, they've unfortunately have had only 1 victory in their 2 seasons in the 6A level. But they still have that young talent. So 21 seconds left here. Gilkey gets a snap. It's going to be a handoff over to Hernandez as he is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to be a 1-yard loss, so it'll be 2nd and 6. Now with 10 seconds remaining here in the first quarter, Cleveland's just going to let the time run out. and they're going to swap sides. And not a lot of traveling since it's already at midfield. The ball's at the 48. All you need to do is just move it 4 yards. But that's going to do it for 1 quarter of football here on Thursday night at Woodforest Bank Stadium. Both teams are going to have little conversations at each sideline. Coach Schmid and Coach Bear Murchison, your defensive coordinator for Oak Ridge. So they're giving a pep talk to their squad, making a lot of good stops tonight. They've caused 1 interception, so 1 turnover on downs, and a 3-and-out. As this looks to be the best drive of the night for Cleveland. As Coach Silva is trying to get his team to find the end zone. And this is Coach Silva's 3rd season coaching Cleveland. So Elke does a keeper, runs to the far sideline, goes out of bounds, gets maybe 4 yards, but there is a penalty at the Oak Ridge 38. Cleveland has been playing a fairly clean game. They have only had 1 penalty, and that was on special teams. But looks to be a penalty is this time on Cleveland. Waiting for the head referee. This will push Cleveland back 10 yards now, as it's going to be a 2nd maybe 16 or 17. They're at their own 38, lining up with 3 running backs in the backfield, trying to stop the fierce D-line as they get stuffed behind the line of scrimmage. Is a big loss. A nest of War Eagles just found their way in the backfield. So that colony of Eagles makes it a 3rd and 20 now, as Cleveland have 34 yards. So nice little screen pass from Cleveland. Just gets them 3 yards. It'll be a 4th and 17. Wait, it looks like at the end of the play it was a fumble, and it's been recovered by Oak Ridge. The ball does come out at the end. With all that red, couldn't see the ball. I do apologize on that, so that's another turnover. And Oak Ridge starts with excellent field position at the Cleveland 37 here in the second quarter, late in the first half. So Hayes is continuing to get fed tonight. He's already crossed the century mark of 100 yards on the ground and a score. 2nd and 6 now. Urbe in the gun finds himself. Looks to be that was Logan Unterferger, but there's a flag at the end of the play. Waiting for so the 21-yard reception for Unterferger, and is now going to be first and goal following the face mask. So Hayes in the backfield as they give him the rock one more time as he crosses the plane for his second touchdown of the night. Hayes with 2 touchdowns now as he ties Urbe with touchdowns for the night. It's now 27-0. And Erstad with the extra point. It's good. With 9:50 remaining here in the first half, Oak Ridge 28, Cleveland 0. Oak Ridge ROTC doing push-ups yet again in the north end zone. Last time Oak Ridge scored, they were doing jumping jacks. I guess they are a little well rested. They can start to work on their chest, biceps, and triceps. Erstad teeing it up at the 40. This will be his 5th kickoff of the night. So nice favorable bounce, almost recovered by Oak Ridge. The ball's still up. Oak Ridge gets it on special teams as they run in for the score. That was number 14, Bryce Coleman, recovering the ball. So it was a live ball, and it is now recovered. Well, referees are conversing right now.
On the kick, number 88, be a 5-yard penalty from the previous spot, free kick.
So the special teams touchdown is nullified. So the penalty cost the War Eagles 6, as they're going to be kicking further back. It'll be 5-yard penalty from the spot, so now they'll be kicking from the 35. Now Oak Ridge having themselves a really good senior night, leading 28-0 here in the second quarter. The Oak Ridge band leaving the stands right now as they're going to get ready to loose for halftime. Like for you all to stay with us as it's another high kickoff, and it's going to be recovered by Cleveland. That was number 6, Jaden Perry Ellis, as he kind of bobbled it from the high kick. But Cleveland will start this next drive, their 5th drive of the night, following another turnover. Oak Ridge has had possession 4 times tonight. They are 4 for 4 on drives, scoring all touchdowns. And only needing to throw the ball less than 5 times. This Oak Ridge defense has been able to continue to keep Cleveland at bay. Making big stops at the line of scrimmage, even in the backfield. Sooner or later, they're going to get to the quarterback, Dominique Gilkey, for a sack. Now that is last time out of the half for Cleveland. So just a reminder, like for you all to stay with us whenever the halftime show does go on. The Oak Ridge Band and drill team, they've been doing a lot of practicing. I see them days as I do drive up to the stadium whenever they haven't played yet or they've already had their game of the week. They're still out there on Friday practicing, getting ready for competition. So I'd like for you to all support them by sticking with us at halftime. Just 9 minutes, 44 seconds away. And now following the timeout, Cleveland brings their offense lining back up. Gilkey in the gun. Jones in motion. Gilkey's going to keep it. And he is brought down behind the line of scrimmage. That is number 4, Jace Jasinski. Who was leading with that stop. It's going to be a 2nd and 15. Cleveland lining up with 4 wide receivers. It's a low snap, busted play. And he is finally sacked behind the line of scrimmage. Gilkey tackled in between the tackles. Brought down in the tackle box. So now that'll be a 3rd and 19. But there is a penalty. So stand by as we hear from the head referee. So the penalty from Oak Ridge is going to give Cleveland 15 yards and a first down. Play action pass, just high, as he was intended to look for Randall Jones again. As I was saying earlier, Cleveland's still having trouble trying to adapt to the 6A style. Just 1 win in the last 2 seasons with this very young core. As the junior quarterback hands it off and gets tackled by Sam Slayton, my apologies, and Jaden Kennedy. It's now 3rd and 9. Oak Ridge looking to put another stop here. Boost that confidence. Gilkey, pocket collapses. He rolls left, throws downfield, intercepted. Caleb Uresti, the senior defensive back, getting him an interception on senior night. That's now 3 turnovers from Cleveland, 2 interceptions, 1 fumble. That is a nice ball hawking interception. As the offense lines back up. Offense has been 4 for 4 in touchdowns tonight. It's a play action pass. Urbe looking down the field, and he is intercepted. That is number 1, Desmond Woods. Interception. Urbe throws the interception and tackles the defender. The quarterback became the defender. It is now 1st and 10. Cleveland's going to start at the Oak Ridge 48. Cleveland out of timeouts, trying to get set. Less than 10 seconds on the play clock. There's another penalty by Oak Ridge.
Offside. Defense, number 93, 5-yard penalty.
So Noah Batty, number 93, on the defensive line. Defensive tackle gets the penalty. It's now going to be 1st and 5 for Cleveland. It looks to be another hard count. Looks to be another penalty by Oak Ridge.
Offside. Number 88, 5-yard penalty. Results in a first down.
While Oak Ridge has been able to make some big stops tonight, these penalties are going to be the bane of their existence. You know that once the film study comes back next week, they're going to be talking about discipline. This is the best field position of the night for Cleveland. It's a run up the gut. That was Hernandez. Gets a stop at the line. It's going to be a 2nd and 10, maybe a 2nd and 11. Might have been just pushed back a yard. While Oak Ridge is able, like I said, as Oak Ridge has been able to make these stops, it's all about the penalties. You can't give free yards, and they have been giving Cleveland plenty of yards tonight. It's another handoff. As Hernandez is trying to turn the corner, but he's tackled by Caleb Uresti. And that's another loss. It's going to be 3rd and 12. It's now 6:40 remaining here in the first half. Ball on the Oak Ridge 39. Got to watch out for that hard count from Cleveland. Oak Ridge looking to bring 4 down linemen. Man in motion, as it's a little interesting play. That is a completion and positive yardage. That was number 28, James Cook. What I saw on the play, You had Hernandez go in motion, deep in motion. It made you think that they were going to throw kind of a hook and ladder behind the line of scrimmage, but instead it was a slant by Cook, gets the reception and positive yardage. Cleveland's in the red zone here. Another handoff to Hernandez as he's just bouncing off a lineman and is finally tackled. There's 2 War Eagles on the tackle. That is number 41, Brendan Ramsey. So 2nd and 11, ball on the 17. Halfway through the second quarter. But I wasn't sure if that was a crossing route or if that was a slant. But that was the biggest play of the night for Cleveland as it's now 2nd and 11. It's going to be an incomplete pass from Gilkey. And that was Jeckham getting in the backfield, putting pressure on Gilkey as he threw the incompletion. Now 3rd and 11. Oak Ridge still leading 28-0. Just 5:24 remaining in the half. Play clock at 10. Cleveland's out of timeouts. They have to get to the line in 5 seconds. They're gonna lose 5 yards on this one. It's now a delay of game for Cleveland.
Delay a game on the offense. 5-yard penalty. 3rd down.
So the 3rd and 16 pushes them back out of the red zone. They are now on the Oak Ridge 22. 3rd and 16. Unsure what if they are unable to get the first down, what the kicker's range is, but it would be Eli Mendoza for Cleveland if they were to go to kick a field goal. But as now trips on the far side, lone receiver on the near, as they decide to hand it off to Esdras Hernandez as he gets stopped. So Cleveland taking their first field goal of the night. Looks to be a 40-yarder. Snap, hold, kick. Is good. Mendoza with a 40-yarder. So Cleveland gets their first points of the night after the 40-yard field goal. Mendoza had good range on that kick. With 4:42 remaining, Oak Ridge still leading 28-3. The shutout no longer intact. But still doing work here on senior night at the bank as the sun has finally gone down. It is finally nighttime here at Woodforest Bank Stadium. Under these Thursday night lights, we're going to see Oak Ridge return team for the first time. Aguilar back deep. He's lined up at the 10 on the far side. Maybe Jaden Barnes lined up on the near side. So Eli Mendoza Has it teed up over near the left hash. They're kicking towards the south end zone. It's a high kick. Looks like it's going to be returned by Aguilar. Starting off, getting positive yardage, gets tackled, pushed out of bounds at the 32, maybe the 33. They're going to say the 33. So Phoenix Aguilar gets a little over 20 on the return for Oak Ridge. And the offense is going to start at their own 32. This will be the 6th time we see the offense tonight from Oak Ridge following the first turnover of the night, the interception. Thrown by Drayton Urbe. Urbe gets a snap. Gives it to Justin Hayes as he sweeps left and just bounces with a spin move and gets extra yardage. You think he got maybe 6 more yards off of that spin move as he stumbles down, and it's now going to be it's at the 46. Yeah, see, after breaking that tackle, gets maybe 5 extra yards. Now 1st and 10 at the 46, the Cleveland 46. As Urbe keeps it, just stumbles in the backfield a little bit, gets tackled. That was number 41, Anthony Ramirez, defensive lineman, bringing down Urbe first. Urbe gets it, throws to the sideline, finds Aguilar, who's lined up at the slot, gets positive yardage on the reception. Good yards after catch. Gets the first down for Oak Ridge. So the screen gets another first down for Oak Ridge. As they feed Hayes again, finds excellent vision, gets 10 yards and some. Looks like Hayes, they're going to give him 20 yards on that carry. It's going to be a 1st and 10. It's actually going to be a 1st and 10 at the goal line. 1st and goal, ball at the 10. Oak Ridge leading 28-3 with just 2:45 left here in the half. Just remember to stay tuned for the halftime show from both schools. So it wasn't Hayes this time. That was Phoenix Aguilar with the carry as he gets in for the score. The senior gets his first rushing touchdown of the night. So now it's 34-3. Oak Ridge pending the extra point. Erstad's been perfect tonight. Little low snap, but they were able to get it placed. And it is good. So with 2:32 left here in the half, Oak Ridge extends the lead as they lead by 32. The score 35-3 over Cleveland. And all scores tonight from Oak Ridge have been on the ground. You had the 5-yard rushing touchdown from Drayton Urbe, the 7-yard rushing touchdown by Urbe. Then it was the 1-yard rush by number 21, Justin Hayes. Then another 6-yard rushing touchdown from Hayes. And now Aguilar gets in on the fun with a 10-yard rushing touchdown. Erstedt has it teed at the left hash this time as he's kicking to the north end zone. It's a little squib kick. That's recovered by number 11, Aspen Williams. Decides to fall on it, the freshman wide receiver, defensive back. It's going to be Cleveland bringing their offense out the 7th time now, just in this half, following the 40-yard field goal from Mendoza. Gilkey throws downfield, finds a man. That is number 28, James Cook, on the reception. So Cook with the post route, able to get the first down, and Cleveland's now back in Oak Ridge territory. Gilkey, 3-yard drop. Just tipped out of the hands of Randall Jones. It's going to be incomplete. Actually, he was looking for James Cook again. It's going to be a 2nd and 10 at the Oak Ridge 41. Play clock now at 10 for Cleveland. It's a low snap. Gilkey trying to recover, decides to keep it, is tackled behind the line of scrimmage. It's going to be a sack following the low snap. So that was Finn Walker in on the sack. Number 88 for Oak Ridge. It is now 3rd and 16. Gilkey gets set as he's tackled as he was throwing. So Aiden Southers putting pressure on Gilkey. It's going to be 4th and long with 1:35 left here in the half. Cleveland's not going to take any chances going forward to give Oak Ridge good field position. They're going to go ahead and punt from there. Mendoza back to punt. He had a high punt the last time they were able to punt on their 3rd drive. So good hang time there by Mendoza. So Aguilar is going to start, I'd say, from the 17 as he gets some positive yardage. This might be a special teams touchdown for Oak Ridge. He breaks a tackle, continues to go up the opposite side, breaks himself another tackle, has another man to beat. He's at the 30, 20, 10 on the sideline, touchdown, Oak Ridge. And there's a flag late as he crossed the plane. Aguilar with the 2nd touchdown, the special teams touchdown, as he goes for the score. Say that was an 83-yard punt return from Aguilar. So the penalty was on Mendoza after Aguilar crossed the plane after the big 83-yard punt return touchdown. So the penalty is going to be enforced on the kickoff. Erstedt back. as he stays perfect with PATs tonight. So Oak Ridge leading 42-3. And as we watch the instant replay, Aguilar went sideline to sideline, one tackle broken. Decides to cut back, breaks another tackle, then another. Slows it down, just jukes the man. Oily hips, making it happen as he finally goes 83 yards and gets the score. We've had offensive touchdowns, special team touchdowns. Now we're looking for a defensive touchdown from Oak Ridge tonight. Can they go? Can they make it happen? There's still one half of football left to play. Oak Ridge will be kicking off from the Cleveland 45. Erstad's going to be kicking toward the north end zone. He has the ball lined up on the left hash mark, as he's going to go ahead and kick it out of the end zone. Cleveland will start at the 25 from the touchback. This Oak Ridge defense tonight able to cause 3 turnovers, 2 interceptions, 1 fumble. Now this will be the 8th drive for Cleveland. They're lining up trips right, pump fake, looking downfield, looking for Cook, as Cook gets it, and he beats a man. So Dylan Chapman, that was a jump ball, and Cook was able to just get right over it. Chapman was unable to time it right. It is now, with 1 minute left, Cleveland's going to go with their hurry-up offense because they are out of timeouts if they're trying to put more points on the board. 50 seconds left here in the half as they are now at midfield. And it's going to be another free play. Will compliment Gilkey, able to cause these offsides from Oak Ridge. It's either his cadence or his delivery that is stumping this Oak Ridge defensive line. So now, 1st and 5. So they're now back in Oak Ridge territory. Cook lined up in the slot. Actually, no, he's lined up on the near sideline. Looking for Cook again. But he was blanketed by Jace Jasinski and overthrown. It's now going to be 2nd and 5. Do you see that Cleveland does have their band ready to come onto the field once this half concludes so they can perform? As Gilkey gets the handoff, throws for a slant. That was intended for Jaden Perry-Ellis, just right through his hands as he was leaping for the catch. It's going to be 3rd and 5. Oak Ridge playing their DBs just a little back. As I said, they've been playing with this 4-3 style offense. 4 linemen, 3 linebackers, 4 defensive backs. Cleveland decides to hand it off to Hernandez as he gets nowhere with 20 seconds remaining. Cleveland has the opportunity to get one more playoff before halftime, but it looks like it's not going to happen as they're just staying near the line of scrimmage as Gilkey is starting to walk towards their sideline, and that does it. So after one half of football, we've seen 45 points scored, 42 from Oak Ridge, 3 by Cleveland. And as Cleveland brings their band and drill team to the sideline, getting ready to line up, we hope that you enjoy the halftime festivities. We'll be back. I'll be back with a couple key stats and give you a recap of the first half. So just enjoy yourselves with the sultry music brought to you by the Cleveland Band and the Oak Ridge Band, accompanied by the Cleveland Drill Team dancing and the Oak Ridge Drill Team dancing.
tutorial instructor is Dr. Ashton Beaver. And immediate directors are Denise Howard and Vanessa Canizales. And now for your halftime entertainment, the pride of Cleveland, Texas, the 2024 Royal Praise Marching Band. The band is put on the field by senior drum makers April Miranda and Christopher Martin, and junior drum maker Christopher Barra. Outstanding band of the week is the Brother Trevino. Outstanding march of the week is Marcus Trevino. Section of the week is bass class section, and percussion of the week is Jackie Cabrera. Cleveland High School Principal Dr. John Meyer, Cleveland Ninth Center Principal Ms. Brandy Smith, Cleveland High School Superintendent Mr. Stephen Campbell. We would like to wish the best of luck to the Oak Ridge Band during their contest season. And on behalf of the Cleveland Independent School District, thank you for your kind attention and enjoy your evening. Good evening and welcome to the award-winning Oak Ridge High School Liberty Bells Dance Team under the direction of Rebecca Barger and April Dickerman. The 2024-2025 Liberty Bell officers are Lieutenant Savannah Norris, Lieutenant Joe O'Neill, Lieutenant Shailene Peñaranda, Lieutenant Mackenzie Solomon, Lieutenant Alyssa Thomas, Lieutenant Colonel Destiny Hernandez, and Colonel Annalisa Cesteda. The Spirit Girl of the Week is Debbie Sanchez, and the Dancer of the Week is Haley Calderon. Tonight, the Liberty Bells would like to dedicate their performance to the seniors and their parents for all of their hard work and support. And we would like to wish all of the seniors a fabulous performance. Now, sit back and enjoy the Liberty Bells palm routine to the Debbie Harry hit, One Way or Another. Take it away, ladies. Section of the week is the seniors. Officer of the week is TJ Matthews. Marcher of the week is Elena Teal. Guard member of the week is Carmen Rodriguez. Warrior of the week is Adrian Gabrielius. And now, sit back and relax as the War Eagle Band performs Part 1 and Part 2 of their 2024 field show titled Be Kind, Rewind. Take it away, War Eagle Band.
I hope you enjoyed that. That was very, very well done by both schools, their bands and drill teams. Just something that you'd like to just continue to support the arts, especially whenever they're competing. I know UIL is very important for UIL competition is very important for both of the bands and drill team. But I'd like to make some acknowledgments here in the booth right now. This is a very rarity thing. We are joined right now by one of the LADs here for the Conroe Independent School District video people. I'm joined right now by Ryan Dickey. What's up, Ryan? How you doing?
Doing good, Jackson. How are you?
I'm doing okay. So why don't you explain to some of the people that are watching at home, what you guys behind the scenes do for us here whenever we're bringing on the broadcast for each school?
Sure. Well, Conroe ISD, they supply a hefty crew of film people. They bring in a LAD, a replay, a show control, 3 camera crew, actually 4 camera crew with the roaming, and some student interns, actually, that also help out.
Okay, what is the LAD?
So the LAD is a live action director. They're responsible for giving directions to the camera operators, switching between the cameras, and deciding when to run replays and advertisements.
All right, now how did you get lined up being the LAD?
Oh man, about 8 years ago, I worked with the district at the admin building, and they needed people to work cameras. So I started off as what they call the blue shirts for security and helping out with crowd controls and helping people get to where they need to be. Then I went to the film crew, worked some cameras for a while, and then made myself into the booth, and eventually just started doing the LAD.
Very cool. For those of you that are tuning in and listening with us at home, the term blue shirt, obviously it's a lot of the security people that work within the school district that do volunteer here at the stadium, whether it be at the gate or even in the stands. And you'll see a lot of those faculty members in those blue shirts, so that's where we were making that reference for. And, well, now that you're here, we're kind of, giving a little bit of a behind the scenes. It's really fun to go over some things, but how would you be able to work, let's say, if you wanted to be part of the camera crew, or even where you are doing replay or working a camera, LAD? What do you have to do to try to get that? I know what I had to do to kind of get being your play-by-play guy. They were asking for people, and I just applied.
Yeah, I think that the play-by-play was actually pretty new. They wanted to bring more to the film crew, bring it to the YouTube stream, right? So every year, Andrew Stewart, who works at the admin building, he puts out feelers trying to get people to help with the film crew. Usually we are hunting for people who would like to stand outside in the Texas heat. And
that is true.
This year, we have been blessed.
We have been very blessed with the weather this early in the football season, because most games at kickoffs have been, well, it's been somewhere in the range of the 80s, maybe even low 90s, but it's not like it was last year where we were having to have late starts due to the excessive heat. Most of the games were kicking off at 7 o'clock or even, well, actually, no, they were kicking off at around 8 o'clock. We were getting here at the stadiums at about 6:30, 7 o'clock, just depending on what the district had. And pretty much the superintendent, like a lot of the people behind the scenes, were letting us know, hey, due to health and safety, we want to make sure that we have a little bit of a later start.
Yeah, usually we start arriving around 6 and getting the action going around 7. But last year we pushed it due to the protection of the students, faculty, the parents. Andrew Stewart does a really good job with running the film crew. He wants to make it student focused, so we actually also bring in student interns that
Awesome. I was actually about to ask, what about the students? How many students do we have on staff right now?
Well, I wouldn't be able to tell you that number.
Okay.
However, it depends on how many teachers we have that do AV. And currently we do have one who also does LAD, Brett Landry, over at Conroe High School.
I know Brett very well.
Yeah, he runs the AV classes, and he has his students apply. It's open for all levels, all grades. As if they show interest and they want to get behind the camera, they can get real-world work up here. KTIG News, which is his Conroe newscast, they run several different live casts or live streams for their students during the school year.
Would that be on YouTube as well?
They put some of that on YouTube.
Okay.
They have a pep rally coming up.
Okay.
But they also have a show that they do every year called The Roar. It's kind of like The Voice, where they're currently doing auditions right now, and that's going to actually debut September 30th.
Very cool.
You can find that on youtube.com/@KTIG News.
Now, I did interrupt you, so let's go ahead and give that one more time for the audience listening.
Oh, sorry. youtube.com/@KTIG News, or you can go to KTIGnews.com and click the link to follow it to the YouTube.
Awesome.
Yeah, they also have internships where they bring on photography from all schools. They are not restricted to just AV classes. That they could be in yearbook clubs or anything like that. Before we get to the players coming in real fast, we just wanted to let you guys know that if you have any suggestions, please reach out. Let us know if there's some things that we can change or help out with the camera crew. We definitely love to have y'all's feedback.
And how can they provide that feedback? Where can they provide that feedback, Ryan?
Oh, they can reach out to the admin for Andrew Stewart. You can find him under the faculty there.
Well, there you go, ladies and gentlemen. I do appreciate Ryan Dickey just stepping in here, taking a break from behind the scenes and educating all of us to know what goes on to bring a broadcast to you, especially this early in the season. We are pretty much getting in mid-season form right now, and now we're seeing Oak Ridge and Cleveland make their way back to the field. I see that they've already ran through their inflatable, and before Oak Ridge receives the ball here at the second half, just give you a couple of highlights. Obviously, Oak Ridge is still ahead 42-3, and we have 24 minutes left of football tonight. And as you see, it's been all Oak Ridge War Eagles. They've been turning the ball over. They're scoring on special teams. They're scoring on the ground. 5 of the Oak Ridge touchdowns have all been rushing touchdowns. 2 have gone from quarterback number 15, Drayton Irbe. Number 21, the senior here on senior night, Justin Hayes, has rushed for 2 touchdowns in the red zone. And the senior number 2, Phoenix Aguilar, has had him a 10-yard touchdown rush. And then the other touchdown was a 83-yard punt return. Yes, an 83-yard punt return by number 2, Phoenix Aguilar. And that's where your 42 points from Oak Ridge come in. And the only score from Cleveland tonight was a 3-yard, 40-yard field goal by Eli Mendoza. Mendoza has himself a leg. 40 yards is nothing to bat your eye at, especially in Texas high school football. Now, they're teeing it up, ready to get us underway here in the second half, and I can give you a couple of other stats throughout the broadcast, but those are a lot of the key stats. Not only that, number 21, Justin Hayes, has rushed for the century mark tonight. He has already rushed for over 100 yards, as they are going to return it from, I would say, the 11, maybe the 12, and that is a nice, good return. That was actually Phoenix Aguilar on the return yet again. It's going to be great field position starting off the second half here. Actually, no, my apologies, that was from the 9. So starting off at the 44-yard line. We're going to get to see this Oak Ridge offense make their way back onto the field. And while Oak Ridge has done that split quarterback scheme, I know that Drayton Irbe is still getting snaps. Travis Coleman, the sophomore quarterback, does come in from time to time, but he has not seen any share tonight. It's been all Irbe as he's starting the second half. As he throws to the sideline, it is low. He was looking for James Scott, the junior wide receiver. We haven't called his number much tonight. I think that was the first pass intended to him, and James Scott actually has had some success. He's one of those key players that you want to keep an eye on, especially he has some Power 5. He's set to play Power 5 football, but he turned heads this past summer in the 7-on-7 tournament, and he was known as one of the offense's newest newcomers of 2023. As Hayes gets the handoff, turns the corner on the second down, gets to the second level, and he gets himself a good amount of yardage. He could probably even surpass 150 yards on the ground tonight if he keeps running at this rate. But that was a nice stretch sweep as they are now back in Cleveland territory for a fresh set of downs. The ball is at the Cleveland 34 for Oak Ridge. Hayes looking to get his third touchdown of the night. If he can get a hat trick, he's actually leading the district in rushing touchdowns and rushing yards, as he is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. Actually, no, he just stopped right at the line of scrimmage. One of the only times that Hayes hasn't had positive yardage. It was just a no gain, as it's going to be second down. And we get another play action pass. Looking downfield, it's James Scott in for the touchdown. That was a post route right away. James Scott gets on the board tonight for the 30-yard touchdown reception off of the 2nd and 2. Urbe gets his third passing touchdown of the season as he finds James Scott for the score. So lining up for the extra point, Marcus Erstad, senior, still perfect tonight with PATs, trying to make it 49-3. And it is good. He splits the uprights yet again, continues his perfection from the extra point. But look at that dart, wide open in the end zone, getting the junior I was just talking about earlier, turning heads during 7-on-7 tournaments, finally getting his first score of the night. His second look was a 34-yard touchdown reception. He had his man beat at least 7-8 yards downfield. Just good post route, clean running. And it's now 49-3 for Oak Ridge. Erdstad is going to be kicking towards the north end zone. This will be the first time we're going to see Cleveland get the ball this half. They were able to have 8 drives in the first half. Cleveland has yet to try to really return. They've either let it be a touchback or it has let the ball go out of bounds. So we have ourselves another pooch kick. And Cleveland is going to return, get some positive yards on the return. That is number 4, Rafael Escamilla. Say he got maybe 10 to 15 on that return, waiting to see where they spot the ball. So Escamilla gets 15 on the return, and they are going to have good field position right at the 40, just near midfield. Cleveland just needs 60 yards to get a touchdown tonight. And Gilkey hands it off as he is stopped at the line. It's going to be a 2nd and 10 for Cleveland. That was Hernandez on the carry. As Gilkey throws it over to James Cook. James Cook has been his favorite target tonight, being able to extend drives for the Indians. As he gets another first down as they are right at the 50. Midfield. So the design pass over to Cook It's now 1st and 10. Jones in motion. Oak Ridge bringing the 4 down linemen as they do hand it off to Hernandez as he gets nowhere. So number 7, Dylan Chapman, was one of the guys in on the tackle for Oak Ridge. So this defensive colony of War Eagles trying to not go off sides again. It's another check down to Randall Jones this time as he was lined up in the slot. Gets maybe 4 on the reception. It'll be a 3rd and 8, 3rd and 7. We're going to have ourselves an official timeout, one of the first official timeouts of the night, as both teams make their way to the sideline. So Cleveland working their way, trying to get into the end zone. I know I've talked about Cleveland's transition here, trying to get acclimated into 6A football. Only 1 win in a 2-year stretch. And just this season, they've only been able to put now 13 points on the board offensively. They were shut out last week, 21-0, as they lost to West Fork at home. Referee's about to resume play shortly, waiting for that whistle. Here comes offense from the Cleveland sideline. It's now 3rd and 7 for Cleveland as they're lining up. Still staying in that pistol-style offense. Actually, this time, lining up with 4 receivers. Gilkey, play action. Southpaw throws it to the slot. Escamilla looks to get the first down. Looked to be just a short hitch route as Cleveland gets the first down. Cleveland line back up in the pistol. It's a play action. It's a throw to the flat for Escamilla again. And this Cleveland offense is finding some momentum, getting some positive yardage. Slowly making their way downfield. Oak Ridge now with the dominating lead, 49-3. This defense has been able to cause 3 turnovers tonight, intercepting Gilkey twice and forcing a fumble. So Jaden Perry Ellis was the intended receiver as it's incomplete. Jaden Barnes on the coverage with the man-to-man coverage. Gilkey just overthrew his receiver. Third and 3 for Cleveland. Short yardage situation just to continue to keep this drive going. Calling some stuff at the line of scrimmage. We do have ourselves a flag on the play. It will be an incomplete pass. It looked like Desmond Woods was the intended receiver. And number 4, senior Jace Jasinski, I believe, was in on the coverage.
On the offense, number 6, never came set. 5-yard penalty. Repeat, 3rd down.
So Jaden Perry Ellis was not set. He was still in motion. And Oak Ridge is going to take the penalty and push him back 5, so it's now 3rd and 8. As Gilkey gets a low snap, broken play. He runs out of the pocket. As he looks downfield, he turns around. Now he's running towards the opposite sideline. Offensive line making some moves for him. Wide open downfield. Ball comes out. Now it's going to be recovered by Oak Ridge. So Dontrell Punch got the reception. Ball comes out. They're saying that that Cleveland still got possession, so it is going to be a first down.
Ball's recovered by Cleveland. Results in a first down.
So much red was over there in that scrum. Cleveland was able to come out on the fumble with the busted play. Positive yardage. Now it's a first down. As it's a play action. Looking for Perry Ellis again. Just over him with the slant route. So the previous play, Gilkey was looking like he was playing backyard football. He had 3 defenders on him, able to turn around and run back to midfield. I thought he was going to keep it, but instead he did see Dontrell Punch downfield. So now 2nd and 10. Ball on the Oak Ridge 28. It's one of these obscure plays that they threw earlier. It's a screen. It looks to, did he get the interception? No, incomplete. This is the second time Cleveland's run this play again. They put Hernandez in motion in the backfield as he goes towards the sideline. It's kind of a screen, as the missed interception would have been the 3rd interception of the night from Oak Ridge. But James Cook has been Gilkey's bread and butter downfield. Gilkey. Oak Ridge brings the blitz and gets the sack. So Berrien Banks gets home, gets the sack, and it's now going to be a 4th down. They're going to spot the ball. Looks to be at the 37. Cleveland is going to go ahead and keep their offense on the field. I don't think Mendoza has the leg for this type of distance. He kicked a 40-yarder earlier, but this looks to be over 50. So 4th and 19. Gilkey, 3-step drop, looking downfield, looking for Cook. Almost caught, but that was Jace Jasinski yet again on coverage. He was like a blanket over Escamilla. Actually, he's a blanket over Cook. Here comes the replay. Gilkey looking downfield. And there is Jasinski. Turnover on downs for the first drive for Cleveland, as they had some momentum in their favor. We're going to see the Oak Ridge offense continue to run the ball. The sophomore quarterback, number 18, Travis Coleman's in now. With the type of night that Urbe's had, I think his night's over. And the same with Justin Hayes. That's Caden Reyna, who's getting first-team reps now. The junior running back getting a first down for Oak Ridge. As we have ourselves another official timeout here just in the middle of the 3rd quarter. Just a little bit under halfway, a little over halfway into the 3rd quarter. We have 5 minutes remaining, roughly. As Oak Ridge is going to be lined up at midfield. And I think that this is the only game that we have in district tonight. Let me go ahead and check to see if there are any other updates within the district. I know that there are going to be a couple of games tomorrow night for sure. I know that here at Woodforest Bank Stadium, it's going to be Grand Oaks hosting the Woodlands. Two high-flying offenses. See how they match up against each other. Grand Oaks is undefeated, and so is the Woodlands. So it'll be the battle of the undefeateds for the first week of district. As play is about to resume on the sideline. Teams are moving from the sidelines. As Coleman and Reyna in the backfield. Low snap, play action. Coleman's going to keep it as he continues to force his way for positive yardage. He was hit after 6 and was able to add 2 more to it. It'll be 2nd and 2. But yes, this week for our district, this is the only game for Thursday night. A couple teams are going to be on a bye. As it's another handoff, as it's a first down. Reyna gets the first down. Reyna gets 6 on the carry. As Oak Ridge continues the ground game. Really not needing to throw the ball that much down the field tonight. They've been executing exceptionally well on the ground game tonight. So they feed Reyna again. He danced behind the line of scrimmage, got 1 yard. Second and 9. But low snap. Another handoff to Reyna. As he bounces off, we do have a flag. Looks to be in the backfield. I think it's going to be a hold by the tight end. It looks like New Caney is going to be on a bye this week. As the holding penalty pushes them back 10. It'll be a 2nd and 19. So tonight, it's Oak Ridge versus Cleveland. Then tomorrow night, it'll be the Panthers on the road at Willis. At Moorhead, just north of us, tomorrow night will be College Park at Conroe. Conroe's still undefeated on the year. It's another handoff. Actually, Coleman with the quarterback keeper, this RPO offense with the option. And then tomorrow night here over at Woodforest Bank Stadium, it's going to be the Woodlands Highlanders visiting the Grand Oaks Grizzlies, even though it's technically a home game for both squads. Should be 3rd and 15. It's going to be a pass to the sideline. They're going to say it's an incomplete pass. Scott only had his hands on it for a split second. So it now is 4th down this will be the first time Oak Ridge is going to punt the ball away tonight. So quarterback, defensive back, all-around Iron Man, Dominique Gilkey is back to return for Cleveland. James Scott, wide receiver, back to punt for Oak Ridge. Just under 2 minutes here in the third. So high punt, plenty of hang time. Should have had a stopwatch on that hang time. Cleveland's going to start at their own 27. Before having the 4th and 19 and the turnover on downs, Cleveland was putting some yards together and making their way downfield, just unable to execute and find the end zone. Another big stop from this Oak Ridge defense. Excellent coverage from their corners. Oak Ridge lined up with 4 down linemen. Trips left. Gilkey looking for Cook again. Just short. Cook running a bit of a post route. It's going to be a 2nd and 10 now. Gilkey with the snap, hands it off as he gives it to Hernandez. Hernandez with one of his longest runs of the night, that's 6 yards from the senior tailback. Looks to be a timeout. That was another official timeout. Play is about to resume shortly. Referee signaling for teams to line their way back up. As the clock continues to roll, it is now 3rd and 4. Cleveland trying to stay alive here. Gilkey, play action. Gets his man, looks to be Cook yet again. Cook with a quick hitch. Comes back as he gets the first down. He was great awareness by the receiver, knowing where the first down marker was, making the reception there, being able to turn and run into traffic. Couldn't ask for a better play by the receiver. Gilkey, pocket collapses on him as he scrambles, looks downfield. As he finds a receiver, looks to be Cook yet again, breaks a tackle as he's still running, trying to get some extra yardage. As he's wrapped up and brought down by the sideline, that was number 29, Corday Curvin. It's another big reception from the freshman receiver. Cook's coming off. He's going to take a quick little breather. I'm going to see Desmond Woods take his place. But that's going to do it for the end of the third quarter. So with 12 minutes left in regulation, Oak Ridge still leading 49-3. Cleveland knocking on the door, trying to find a touchdown tonight. They've been successful with a 40-yard field goal, but Oak Ridge making special teams and offensive touchdowns, still looking to get that defensive touchdown. All three facets of the game trying to get a touchdown for each squad. Cleveland still moving out the pistol. As Mendoza, I'm sorry, that wasn't Mendoza, that was Hernandez on the carry. Second and 8. Play action. Wide open downfield, out of the receiver's hands. That was number 14, Dontrell Punch. Beat the coverage. Wide open. Just drops it right at the 5. Could have been a touchdown for Cleveland. Now it's going to be 3rd and 8. Play action pass had the secondary fooled. You know that this Oak Ridge defense has been on the field quite a bit tonight. Not really looking tired. And there is another pass intended for Perry Ellis, but drops it as he was being tackled in the air, which will make it an incomplete pass. It's going to be a 4th and 8. But the referees are going to have a conversation. Are they going to discuss if he actually had full possession before he was brought down? But I would say that it'd still kind of be the incomplete pass. So the referees do say that it is 4th down. I know it's a tough call for these referees, making sure they get everything right. So it's now 4th and 8. And Cleveland's going to keep their offense on the field. But Cleveland's going to take a timeout. This is their first timeout of the half in the 4th quarter. They know Mendoza can make this field goal if they decide to go for the 3, but Cleveland's in hunt for a touchdown. And Oak Ridge is looking to put that stop. A lot of fans in the stand that are still here. I know the student section starting to thin out just a little bit. I understand that everybody has class in the morning. But you do see some students that are still here cheering on their home team, standing up. It's something you'd love to see. Both teams are lining back up. 3 wide receiver personnel for Cleveland in the pistol formation. 2-step drop, pump fake. Gilkey decides to keep it. Looks like he gets the first down. And this is the first time we're going to get to see Cleveland in the red zone tonight. Gilkey saw a lane and decided to keep it. This Cleveland Indian offense is all grit, trying to make their way into the end zone. It's another quarterback keeper from Gilkey as he gets signaled for a 10-yard touchdown rush. So a 10-yard quarterback run from Dominique Gilkey. And now Cleveland able to match their season score of 10 points on the season. As they're ready to line up for the extra point. And Mendoza kicks the good extra point. So it is now Oak Ridge 49 still leading over Cleveland's 10. Can't be mad at that Oak Ridge defense giving up that touchdown. They have been on the field quite a bit tonight. And Cleveland had that no-quit attitude trying to find the end zone for their first touchdown score this evening. We're going to get to see the return team. Second time this half for Oak Ridge. So Ricky Stukes lined up over at the 10, near side. I think it's Jaden Barnes on the far side, lined up over at the 9. As Cleveland kicks it. Still inbounds. It's going to be returned by Barnes as he's running to the opposite sideline. There is a flag down. Looks to be over at the 13, the 12 or the 13-yard line. Barnes is running sideline to sideline, trying to get another special teams touchdown for the boys in red.
Fouls on the kick return team. They're pushing it back. Number 14, Patrice Klein. Then a personal foul. Blindside block. Number 5. That penalty being enforced half the distance to the goal. First down, Oak Ridge.
So from the spot of the foul, which was at the 14, it'll be half the distance to the goal. So it'll be 7-yard penalty for the blindside block by the return team. And this will be the furthest Oak Ridge has started a drive tonight at their own 7, needing to go 93 yards just to get another touchdown. And they hand it off to Raina. And he already gets himself 11 as he moves the sticks. It's another first down for the War Eagles. Taking plenty of time off the play clock. Low snap. It's going to be a quarterback keeper for Coleman as he barrels through the line. That's going to be a 7-yard run on the quarterback keeper. Just under 10 minutes in regulation. Ball at the 25. Oak Ridge needs to go 75 out of the 93. Takes 3 Cleveland players to tackle Raina as he gets himself another first down. First and 10 at the 32 for Oak Ridge. Going to continue to move the ball on the ground as they give it to Raina as he's trying to turn the corner. There is a flag on the play as he gets tackled moving forward. The penalty flag is it's going to be on Oak Ridge. I think it was a hold. So Logan Unterferger with the hold will push Oak Ridge back 10. It'll be a 1st and 20. Wonder if Oak Ridge is going to try to look to the air. As they do, it's a sideline pass as it is completed to Bryce Coleman. The sophomore gets himself 19 on the reception. Gets pushed out of bounds just near the 42. So a lot of screen passes in the flats tonight from Oak Ridge. Looked downfield a few times, especially on that 34-yard reception from James Scott. Actually, they said that he was out of bounds at the 38. But a nice run. And that time it was Ethan Pruitt, the junior, able to get a first down now for Oak Ridge, and we do have ourselves another official timeout. Teams are going to take some breathers at the sideline as the ball's now going to be lined up at midfield. It's on the 49 for Oak Ridge. Just 1 yard away to get back in Cleveland territory, a place they know all too well tonight. But with New Caney being off for New Caney is going to be off for the bye week. Just trying to look at a lot of other things going on. Just 8 teams playing this week. New Caney is 0-2 on the year. So the Woodlands, Willis, Grand Oaks, and Conroe all remain 2-0. But that was just non-district. Like I said earlier tonight, everyone is 0-0 when it comes to district play. And Oak Ridge still eyeing for that victory as Pruitt gets another handoff as it's a shoestring tackle at the opposing 49. So Pruitt goes 2. It's going to be 2nd and 8 for the War Eagles. from the gun. They give it to Pruitt again, and he is tackled in the backfield. That is a loss. So Cannon McLean, one of the defensive linemen for Cleveland, in on the tackle. The nose tackle for Cleveland getting behind the line of scrimmage as it's 3rd and 11 as Oak Ridge is back in their own territory. Bryce Coleman lined up on the far side, Jaden Barnes on the near side, as it's going to be a handoff. I think it's Reyna yet again as he gets a lot of yardage. So Reyna gets 19 on the run. They are now with the first down back in Cleveland territory. 1st and 10 on the 33 as the option. Coleman had him fooled as he gets himself maybe 8 with the quarterback keeper. Coleman running back to the sideline. He's holding his helmet in his hand. Needs to go see the equipment manager. Get that taken care of as Urbe comes back in. As he hands it off to Reyna. There is a flag following the play. Late from the head referee. Oak Ridge making substitutions while the referees are conversing, pointing towards something.
After the play, fouls on both teams. Unsportsmanlike conduct on the defense, number 70. Unsportsmanlike conduct on the offense, number 75. It was penalty offset that both players first unsportsmanlike. The result of the play is a first down.
So both unsportsmanlike conduct from both teams, and that is the one warning. There's another unsportsmanlike from both of these players. They will be asked to go to their sidelines, and their nights would be over. Those are the rules of the game as Pruitt gets another handoff. As he goes into the heart of the defense, he gets himself another first down as they are now in the red zone. Pruitt. Moves up the seam, and he gets maybe 4. No, they give him 3, so it'll be 2nd and 7. Oak Ridge getting the play from the sideline. Reyna back in the backfield. Lined up with Coleman. Reyna was running behind the center, decides to cut left, and gets himself just shy of the first down marker. All he needed was 2 more yards after brought down. It is now 3rd and 2. Oak Ridge has gone 89 yards with this drive. 5 more, and they'll complete the 93 yards with the touchdown. As it's another handoff, they get the first down as they continue to keep the ground game and move the clock. It's now 4 minutes remaining in regulation. Actually, they do not get the first down. It'll be a fourth and 1. They said he did not get it. Oak Ridge is going to keep their offense on the field. With the 4th and 1, just under 4 minutes. Coleman keeps it. Met at the line of scrimmage. And with the draw play, it will be a turnover on downs. Oak Ridge, with good sportsmanship, trying to not go for more points, keeping it and turning the ball over as Cleveland will start at their own 4. So Cleveland pinned back deep. So Gilkey with the direct snap. Gets himself 2. You can hear the band in the crowd doing some "Hey Baby." Little Bruce Chanel. Not sure how to actually say it. But that's a trademark of the Oak Ridge Band late in the 4th quarter, or sometime in the second half. You will hear them play the song, try to get the crowd to sing along with them, as it's another handoff up the gut, and gets tackled just short of some. Actually, it's a 1-yard loss. Third and 8 now for Cleveland. Looks to be a broken play, miscommunication in the backfield. It's going to be they're going to say it was an incomplete pass? No, it was going to be a loose ball. That's a loss of yardage for Cleveland, almost turned into a safety as they are lined up right at the goal line. So a punter typically lines up for roughly 15 yards back, but the end zone is only 10 yards. The punter's going to need to get well, instead of punting the ball off or punting the ball, Eli Mendoza walks out the back of the end zone and takes a safety and gives Oak Ridge 2 more points. So it's now 51-10 with just a minute 10 left in regulation. Haven't seen many safeties my time here. Calling a couple of these Conroe Independent School District games. Mendoza's going to be kicking from the 20. So Mendoza kicks it off. And returning from the 39, that's Ricky Stukes. And I believe there's another flag. I think I saw a flag fly at the sideline. Yep. We see another one. Most likely another unsportsmanlike. Waiting for the head referee. Technically 2 fouls on the play. Just 1:04 left in regulation.
There are fouls on both teams. Personal foul. Leg hit. Number 14 on the kick return team. Unsportsmanlike conduct. 3 for taking his helmet off in the field of play. Go offset. Into the run. Yeah, took his.
Most players do not need to be removing their helmets on the field unless there's a equipment malfunction. Oak Ridge is now going to line up in what we would call the victory formation to just take 2 snaps and let the game conclude as they're leading 51-10. So just 1 minute left. Coleman took the knee. Actually, it'll be about 2 more snaps because the play clock is only at 30 right now. But Oak Ridge has secured themselves their first victory of the season and their first district win with a 41-point deficit over the Cleveland Indians here at Woodforest Bank Stadium. And a great way to conclude senior night here at Woodforest Bank Stadium. Those 27 seniors, this is your shining moment tonight. Congratulations to the Oak Ridge War Eagles as play is now at 10, 9. Don't need to count it down, but next week, Oak Ridge will be, for week 4, they are going to be on the road, but it's going to be back here at Woodforest Bank Stadium. They're going to be facing off against College Park. I hope you enjoyed tonight's game and this Oak Ridge victory. The War Eagles will have plenty of time to recover since they get to play on Friday next week. So that's an extra day of rest. And we'll be back here again tomorrow night for another thrilling game. It's going to be the Grand Oaks Grizzlies hosting the Woodlands Highlanders. The battle of the undefeateds for the first week of district. That'll do it for tonight. We have a couple of highlights in store for you just to watch a couple key moments of the game. Hope everyone gets home safe tonight. Everyone gets to bed bright and early because, school's tomorrow. It's a funny thing about these Thursday night games. You still have to go to school tomorrow. Just everyone get home safe, get to bed as quick as you can. Oak Ridge, enjoy your victory going home. I want to say thank you to Ryan for joining me down here right after halftime, explaining a lot of things that go on behind the scenes here for the Conroe Independent School District, bringing you a lot of these broadcasts. For a lot of the unknowns that have been filming, doing a lot of the sideline cameras, giving you replay, trying to enhance each and every single broadcast, we thank you. A lot of the team, they need to get the recognition, and I'm grateful for the dynamite job that they do, because without them, I can't be here giving you a lot of these key plays as you're watching these highlights. But for the Conroe Independent School District and for your Oak Ridge War Eagles, for the Woodforest Bank Stadium stream, I'm Jackson Cochran. I hope you have yourselves a great night. Take care of yourself, and for those who are going to be tuning in again tomorrow night, we'll see you tomorrow. In Oak Ridge, we'll see you next week here against College Park. Have a good one. Take care.